So today's my 365th day as a beekeeper. Well, the bees are in and I feel like a new dad. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done. This is my first day as a beekeeper and it feels pretty good. So yes, it has been 1 year since I stood right here and I installed my very first package of bees. They weren't actually these bees. My bees unfortunately passed away this winter. Fun fact though, these bees actually came from the same supplier on the same day, and my neighbor put them in his hive over the hill, and he gave up his bees and I inherited the bees last fall. So these bees are actually sister bees to my bees that I put in a year ago. So we didn't start this channel to be a beekeeping channel. We started this channel to document and tell the story of everything we're doing here on this property, to our house and our old bakery and the things we grow and the bees we keep and the field we have, and we wanted to share all the stuff that we're doing here, and we are, and that's not going to change. But it seems like the beekeeping portion of the channel has kind of blown up. We're just completely thrilled and baffled by the amount of people watching the videos. So what I'd like to do for you as sort of a thank you is to open myself up for questions. What I want this one to be about is specifically beekeeping, and even more specifically what it's like to sort of be a first-year beekeeper, a beginner beekeeper, or someone who may not even have bees yet but be in the planning stages of getting bees. One of the things I found about the last year is a lot of people who have subscribed to the channel and who watch my videos regularly are not even beekeepers. They're people who are either thinking about getting into beekeeping, or they're just dreaming about beekeeping and they're living vicariously through this channel, which is really cool. A lot of people I do know who started watching this channel a year ago or over the last several months were watching because they were about to get bees, and they just got bees, or they're almost about to get bees, and they may have a lot of questions. Now, I am in no way an expert on bees. I don't want to pretend to be. I'm a noob. I still feel like a total noob around bees. But I do have a year of experience. So as a beginner beekeeper, a novice beekeeper, I'm not going to pretend to answer questions I don't know the answers to. But I can answer those early questions, those questions that you have before you even get your bees, or the questions you have the day you put them in and you don't know what's next. If you're just in the very early planning stages and you're thinking about getting bees and you have questions, feel free to ask those questions. Basically anything to do with beekeeping, acquiring bees, getting bees, keeping bees, that first year, the sort of day-to-day tasks and sort of concepts that you might be not quite understanding. I know when I was starting I had sort of big picture concept questions about certain things, and I would ask someone with 20 years of experience and they would say, well, just do it this way. And I wouldn't quite understand why they were saying that. But then after doing it and learning what happens when you do it, I have a better sort of perspective, and I feel like I could explain it to a beginner because I'm a beginner. So leave me a question in the comments. You can also just tweet to me, you can Facebook me, or you can email me. Any of those things will work. And what I'm going to do is assemble all the questions, and I'm going to start answering them on video, and I'm probably going to go back into the archives, into my old videos, and pull up clips so I can use them as reference. And I'm going to put together a video and hopefully have it up here in about a week. So thank you guys so much for watching for the past year. It's really been an amazing experience for me, and I've learned so much from you. I'm hoping I can teach you something in return. So have an awesome day. Type away the questions. See you soon.